Yo, what's good, man? Marc Supreme, Strictly Pop 90.7 FM. Back at it again. I already told you we're going to do something special today. But first, let me get the sponsors out the way. Understand me? Strictly Pop 90.7 FM is brought to you by Ivy Hall, located at 3929 West Memorial. Holler at them for all your products. And then also, of course, the show coming up this Friday, Crucial Conflict, Do or Die, Do You? Y'all know how it go. So, we got that event coming up Friday, but you already know what's going on Saturday. And I'm here with the homie Kyle Bright, understand me, and we got a very special guest today. So you already know who he is, man. He's a Grammy-nominated artist whose songs have hit Billboard and frozen as cultural music staples. He's been featured in Rolling Stone, has done Showtime at the Apollo, has done the Arsenio Hall show, and many others. And this week, Kyle, I don't know if you know this, but Kyle, this week actually marks the 13th anniversary of this artist debuting on BET's 106 & Park Countdown. This week, July 31st to be exact, the 13th year. He's going to be performing live this Saturday. Shout out to Soulfest comedian Kyle Bright. And it's none other than the one and only Put You to Bed, Be With Me, Suffocate, whatever you want to call him.
Wrong Lover.
Just back of my lag. I mean, what you want to do, man? What you want to do, dog? What you want to do, man? We got the one and only Jay Holiday. Jay Holiday was good.
What's poppin', man? What's poppin'? What's good?
What's up, man?
He said wrong lover, though.
I said what?
No,
I said wrong lover.
Said wrong lover. I'm like, man, I got a story behind that, but go ahead.
No, look, go ahead. Don't mind us. Go ahead. What's the story with Wrong Lover?
So quick backstory on Wrong Lover. So Wrong Lover was supposed to be, well, it should have been the second single from my second album, right? And Big Tigger, everybody was like, bro, this the one. And I started bumping heads with the label, and they just turned their back on me. They just stopped putting money behind me. So it's funny that you said that, because that was the beginning of people being like, what happened to Jay Holiday? So
really,
yeah.
That's in my top. That's my Mount Rushmore. Wrong Lover.
That would have been one of my big records, but it is what it is. People like you still mention it, so it's all good.
Yeah, had to throw it in there.
So instead of Wrong Lover, is Wrong Label? Like, what we talking about?
It was definitely Wrong Label.
So, all right. So look, and Kyle and I, Kyle, we connected earlier beforehand, but sometimes things take us in a different direction real quick, right?
For sure.
So I want to ask then, since we're already here, that happens to a lot of artists. They come out swinging, come out
sure.
killing, right? And then all of a sudden there's just this stop. And then people get to asking, like, what happened to such and such? What happened to such and such? And like you mentioned, what happened to Jay Holiday? And people aren't really aware of the background logistics and details that occur that end up slowing down an artist from a media and just global music perspective and the album dropping perspective. Talk about that. And again, like Kyle was going to ask you, like, where you been at? What happened?
That's crazy. That was going to be that's crazy. That was going to be the question. So basically what happened is, for me, I basically, I'm in my car. If you sit for too long, that joint will cut off on you. Hold on, let me get this. All right, there we go. So basically what happened is, like I said, I had Wrong Lover, and guess what? Rick did the record for free.
Oh.
So imagine being able to have that kind of a masterpiece. You got it done for free. You know what I'm saying? And we knew it was going to be a big record. But I also came in as an artist that had too much information. I read books. I understood my contracts. I always understood my out. I always understood the power of the artist. And the label didn't like that. So I'm not even going to say the label, because Capitol was good to me. What happened with Capitol was it went through so many changes of leadership, to where this one particular person at the time came in around my second album. And she, because it was a she, I'm not going to say her name, but she basically, we started bumping heads. She wanted me to go this way. And I'm just like, but that's not the artist I am. Let me grow at my own time. Like, artists, you have to give them a growing curve. Like, a lot of the times they come in and be like, come do this. And then very well may be the right decision, but right now in my mind, I don't understand it. So if you can't explain it to me, then I'm gonna feel how I feel. So it ended up being I felt how I felt, and it's just they just I'm not gonna say they blackballed me, but that was the beginning of the frustration for me. Then you would see my online comments and when I was like trending for things that I was saying, which when I explain those things, people are like, oh, it wasn't anger, it was frustration. So it'd be like that, man. So I
I
could get
got
long winded about that
I
forever,
got you.
but
But through all that, the staying power, which is hard in this entertainment industry. I'm looking at your IG page, especially since we got you for this concert. I'm just looking at
Mhm.
what you've been doing. Like you
Mhm.
have been busy this summer. Like you were
Absolutely.
at, you were at Winery in Chicago a few weeks ago. I mean, you just been all over.
For
So
sure.
in the pre-show, we were talking about it's back to school time,
Yeah.
and I know our audience would love to hear how you're balancing, what you're doing in the tour. But tell them what you're doing in the tour. But we're talking about school, getting back to school, and drop offs and
Yeah.
pickups. So just let us know about all that, because like, oh, we can relate to that. Me and Marcus got pickups tomorrow. So
Right.
yeah,
Right.
break that down for us.
Man, so I guess in the summer months, as kids, all kids want to do is play when they're kids, when they're small. You know what I'm saying? So missing that time isn't, I'm not gonna say it's always important, but it's not as important because you still got the later years, the older years, the preteens and all of that stuff to make up the things that matter. You know what I'm saying? But so like I said, I have a daughter. She's at Alabama State. She leaves in a couple days. So she's been spending a lot of the time in the summer with me. And then I recently got married 2 years ago. Well, that's
Oh,
recently for me, but
yeah,
but so I have my 15-year-old and she has a 15 and 14-year-old. So they're all starting high school. So
gotcha.
it's
Wow.
a lot trying to make sure you handle everything. You got to go get the haircuts, you got to get the hair done, you got to get the clothes,
Yep.
make sure you got, you know what I'm saying? People
Yeah.
think that just because we do this, that all of that stops and we got somebody else that does it for us, which a lot of celebrities do, but I'm not one of them. Like, you got to be hands-on with your family, man.
That's what's up. That's
Yeah.
commendable. Our audience would love to hear that.
Yeah, you gotta be hands-on. When I can, trust me, I've missed a lot of time.
Yeah.
But you gotta be hands-on when you can. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So when you speak about like, label stuff, and then I'll also, of course, balancing show life, tour life, and parent life, talk about like what it's been to like climb back, because you had the labels, you had the albums that dropped under the labels, and then you dropped some following albums that was independently released, and
Right.
then you still doing things at this level. Of course, you come in here Saturday, but you got a string of things. You got rehearsal today. You got a string of things still going on. Talk about what it's like to be able to stand on your own too, and then climb back, even if you have frustrations with the labels. What is that process like?
That's actually not even a process. That is, unfortunately, you got it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? Without those songs, I'm a good singer. I'm a good performer. But the bed, the suffocate, the it's yours, the wrong lovers, the be with me's with Dark Child, like doing that kind of artistry, and then being able to say I'm a star. People forget about
Still,
who's a star and who's not. There's a lot of talented people. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that
Yeah.
writes, I
True.
guarantee you, most people that write these records want to be artists. I'll give you a perfect example. Dream wrote Bed, Dream wrote Suffocate, but Dream is also an artist.
Listen.
You can't hold down what can't be held down.
yeah.
But it's either you got it or you don't. He was one of those writers that have it. Some writers just don't. Some producers just don't. So they got to play the background. So, man, it's so frustrating, man, because how do you tell people, look at me without sounding cocky,
Mhm.
without being like, why ain't y'all looking at, like, because now it sounds like I'm hating on other people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a catch 22. The industry itself And I'm pretty sure y'all see it sometimes on y'all side. It's a catch-22. I love to do it, but I know I'm gonna have to deal with this.
Gotcha. Well, you mentioned, the entertainment industry, and also we started off with talking about collaborations. That Wrong Lover was with Rose. My
Yeah,
Mount Rushmore, I have I Won't Tell up there, another one of your collaborations.
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, as you're just out here hitting it, you know what I mean? What are some collaborations that you haven't had that you're looking forward to potentially have in the future?
Man, I'm gonna keep saying this and I'm gonna keep saying it, and I'm pretty sure he done heard it by now. But I would love to do something with Wyclef Jean, man. Like
Okay.
I,
Mm.
I
I
out
wouldn't.
of out of a lot of influence that I've had, I know that's a lot of influence that people don't really speak on much. But to say the Fugees or Wyclef didn't influence you is to say Lauryn Hill didn't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Because understand, she's always been Lauryn Hill. She's always been a star. But you think she ain't learned nothing from that man? you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he was the Fugees, if we want to be frank about it. You know what I'm saying? Like from the
Yeah.
music to the,
Make a producer.
you know, yeah. So that is one collaboration that I just know would be amazing. I don't know. I don't ever know what it's gonna be. But yeah, that's definitely one. And I would love to do one with Jasmine Sullivan. Yeah.
That'd go
I can
crazy
see
too.
that.
Yeah, that'd go
I can
crazy.
see that.
Yeah.
That'd go crazy too. Man, you spoke about bed, and I'm embarrassed to admit because Dream is my dude. Like I really rock with Dream. It took me
Sure.
forever to realize and learn that Dream actually wrote Bed, and when I listened to it, it was like that makes sense.
I
Like
mean, when you listen to it, yeah.
it makes sense. First question is, that was Bed was the second single to Back of My Lack, right?
Yeah.
That's what I caught wind of. I was in college, someone like, man, you heard Bad, man, this song go crazy. I finally heard it, and then you know what happened. It just went crazy.
Sure.
But what a lot of people don't know is that the first single that dropped with that album was actually Be With Me. What was the decision, to lead with Be With Me over Bed? And then on top of that, what was it like working with Dream? What's their relationship like?
So the collab, because to me, when you deal with a certain status of producer, it becomes a collaboration when they ask for your input. Because some major producers just like, here's the song, sing it, and be done with it. But so when I did the collaboration with Dark Child for Be With Me, Adonis Shropshire, who is a writer, he's written a lot of stuff. He did one of the writers on My Boo. I could run a list off of the stuff, but My Boo with Alicia Keys. He was one of the writers on that. So we did a song called Thank You. We did a song called Without You, who was also co-written by Adonis. And he had a relationship with Dark Child. And so basically Dark Child heard Without You, which was a Dark Child track, and was like, oh, no. Y'all not gonna just give him a track. Bring him to New Jersey so we could do something from scratch. So that's how we did Be With Me. And putting in the input was amazing. Like Dark Child likes my voice. Like that, you gotta think. I'm young. I'm in my 20s. Like Dark Child loves this. Cool. This is Rodney Jergens. So he worked with Michael Jackson, kind of
Right.
stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you get to do that, and then you get to work with. So to answer your first question, we went with Be With Me first because we didn't have Bed. Bed wasn't even done yet. Suffocate was done, but that was done for somebody else. So that was already in the bag with Dream. So then when Be With Me came out, it was like, bro, we need a record. Because Be With Me was the connection record. That was this is Jay Holiday. Look at this guy. He's from DC, video in DC. You know what I mean? Like we try to make it real East Coast, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we did that, and people was like, oh, we love him. But the sound was a Marvin sound. It was a sound that hadn't really caught on yet. Bruno wasn't doing his thing like he doing now yet. So that sound wasn't popular. So they was like, bro, we need something else. And then we just happened to just stroll up on the Dream on the Dream in Bed record and did that. And like you said, man, from there it was just history. But working with Dream, I mean, he's one of those people that you work with. Either you got it or you don't. He's not gonna waste time with you. You know what I mean? He not gonna waste time with artists that's not hungry, that's not coming to the studio to work. So with him, I mean, it was simple. It was simple. Some other stuff happened after the background noise, but yeah, it was nothing between me and him. We just got lost in translation because everybody else wanted to.
Gotcha.
It's always people grabbing. You know what I mean? So.
Gotcha.
Jay, what I like about you already, bro, you got stories, and I know you've been in the industry for forever. Hey, I can see you got them tucked down, like you got some stories, right? I see them. But speaking on bed, you already know where I'm going with this. But speaking on bed, Chris Brown wanted bed. He said, "Look, if I get bed, it's gonna blow up, and I'm the only way it's gonna blow up." And it was something like Dream had a $500,000 bet with somebody that thought that Chris had to do it, and if he didn't do it, then it wouldn't go, and then you end up doing it, and he got a $500,000 or something like that. What happened?
Well, see, so there's so many stories about this. I only know the story that I was a part of. I'm not even sure Chris heard the record or Chris people heard the record before we finished it. Like, I literally heard the record the same night I finished it, the same night we paid for it, and the same night they started mastering it. So I don't know that part of the story. There very well may have been a bet. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because people do stupid stuff like that in this industry. You know what I'm saying? It's always like, if you look at Trading Spaces, the dollar bet. Like, that was dumb. But rich folk do stuff like that. Yeah, so that's just is what it is. But for me, I'm a PK. What's for me, you can't keep from me. So I don't know what that is. I never paid
that whole
attention.
Chris Brown thing could have been like just hearsay then. Like,
I think it may have been hearsay. I mean, Chris ain't never said nothing about it, which I don't think he ever would, because I don't think it was ever that big of a deal for him. He didn't need bet. I did. You understand what I'm saying? He didn't need that record. He was doing his thing already. I needed bet. So I just think the stars aligned, and that's just what happened. Like, rest in peace, Ronnie Johnson. Ronnie Johnson was basically one of the guys that I missed the most, because when my career took off, he's the reason why my career took off. He's the person that bought bed. He's the person that came from New York, heard the record, and said, "Put him in the booth right now. We're paying for it right now. Rest in peace." But you don't have many people like Ronnie Johnson in the industry no more. You know, people that really care about the artist. He's like, "Bro, y'all spending money over here. Why aren't y'all putting every cent we have behind this dude right now? Because he's hungry, he's good, and the girls like him. So what is the issue?" So I don't know, but yeah, man, it's this hearsay stuff you heard. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
You know, thanks for clarifying that, because I know our audience wanted to hear that. So before we kick off the lightning round, I got to ask you, we were talking in the pre-show about DC, my love for DC. Sure. I've been going there off and on for about 18 years, Howard Homecoming. Talked about Dream, Love. He was performing in Love. For sure. Man, the whole thing. I love DC, Georgia Ave. Tell us, how has DC... I know. He said McDonald's on Georgia Ave. No.
That means he been to Penthouse.
DC, much love. Tell us.
He been to Club 55. I know what he talk about.
Absolutely, man. It's so many of them, man. Park, everything, man. My God. Tell us, how has DC influenced you? I know that's home of go-go. It's just it's a good flavor to the whole DMV area, man. But how has it influenced you?
Man, so DC, bro. DC has influenced me in a number of ways. I love everything. And it's so funny. I've lived in Atlanta for 20-something years now. So I've spent, at this point, more than half my life in Atlanta. I'll be 44 this year. Ooh, man, that sounds crazy out loud. But so I'll be 44 this year, but I still love everything DC, man. If you just look at the people that come from that area, or people that were attached to DC, from people that went to Howard, you know, those people never stop repping DC after they go to Howard. And that's for a reason, because DC is is one of those. It's just one of those cultures, you know. But yeah, I could run down all the names. But DC has influenced me because Dave Chappelle is one of my favorite comedians. And the stuff that he talks about is amazing because he makes you think, but he makes you laugh at the same time. Who didn't grow up watching Martin? You know what I mean? Like who didn't grow up watching that? So just the swag that I have and everything it comes from the DMV. But then if you talk about music, then you got Martin, you got Genuine, you got Mayan, you got Drew Hill, you got oh man, Shy. You know, they went to Howard.
Howard, yeah, they did. Yep.
I mean, and I know a lot of people don't be wanting to speak on Diddy, but like we cannot forget the legacy that he left at Howard. You know what I mean? So because that's my city, I got to recognize that. But DC is just it's food, it's seafood, it's women, the attitudes, it's everything, man. It's everything. And sometimes I hate that it took DC so long to come around to, bro, we should all be together versus beefing and trying to tear each other down. Because people will also tell you that DC is crabs in a barrel. That's a reference that we've always used. Because if you know anything about like crabs, they're always grabbing to get to the air. If you're at the bottom of the bucket, you're trying to get up to the top. So you're going to take every crab down you can. So that's always an analogy that we use, but I think it's gotten away from that. You know, I think it's getting better. I mean, and then we got to deal with the politics, but we're not even gonna get into that. But
that's a part of it.
I grew up around all of that. Trust me. So for us, people from DC, we just like, oh, that's just DC. But for the world, it's like, oh my God, did you see this? You know what I mean? So. DC is an interesting place, and I don't want to just say DC, the DMV, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. It's a unit. It's a unit. So
absolutely, that's dope.
Most definitely. Okay, well, sorry. So we got to get to the lightning round, right?
For sure. See, and it's crazy. I wish we had more time. We got to get back on and do another.
Hey, I was gonna look. We on your time. We on. Look.
Yeah. If I didn't have to go get this haircut and go get these clothes and stuff, I definitely would stay on here as long as I could. But yeah.
Yeah, we might have to do a post show on the back end of the show, man. We'll talk about it.
Let's do that. Yeah.
Let's talk about it. All right, so look, I'm gonna give you 90 seconds, like we talked about, and quick rapid fire answers, responding with whatever comes to your mind first.
Oh man.
Ready?
Yeah. Are y'all ready? Because they ain't no telling what I'm gonna say. So go ahead.
Hey, we good. Look, Jay Holiday. Look, we just looking for Jay Holiday.
For sure.
Let me get it right. Hold on, let me get it right.
Oh man.
90 seconds.
I know one of these is gonna be wild, but go ahead.
It might not be. We're gonna jump around. You ready?
For sure, let's do
it. Artist that you listen to the most, the last artist you listened to that wasn't you.
Hold on, say it one more time. You went out.
Who's the last artist you listened to that wasn't you?
Akeem Ali.
Akeem Ali. Do you make your bed in the morning? Talking about put you to bed. Do you make your bed in the morning?
Okay, so this is a no. This is a long-winded question, though. I travel so much, and my wife talks so bad about me about this. I have a problem with sleeping under the covers because I travel so much. So it's embedded in my head, man. Don't sleep under that cover. Even though I know it's my house, I'll just fall asleep on top of the covers, so I never have to make my bed. Not because I don't want to make my bed. That's just where I always end up.
Boom. What do you find super annoying?
People.
What's the hardest lesson you've ever learned?
The hardest lesson I've ever learned? This industry don't love you.
What's the single biggest check you've ever cashed?
Oh, it was about 600.
600. What'd you do with it?
Man, people, family, credit.
Love of your life or career of your life? What would you rather have?
Love of my life.
Drums or flats on your wings?
Flats. All flats.
Will Smith or Jamie Foxx? Oh,
Will Smith. My bad. I say Will Smith, and this isn't a shot at Jamie. Both talented, but Jamie always loses me with the music. I hate to say it. Like, the best Jamie I've ever seen was Ray. And that's just me. I'm sorry. I know I might get a little flack for that. Jamie's amazingly talented. I love his songs. But I mean, if you look at movie to movie, music to music, you know what I mean? I don't know. But
You got Will.
I fuck with
Okay.
Will, man.
Man, that bed situation, we missed a lot of stuff, man. We missed a lot of stuff, so we're gonna have to circle back. You'll see later on. We need to know between wine and whiskey. We got to know favorite movie. Give us favorite movie real quick.
Oh man, I give you the Rebel Menace to Society.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I hate this because it make me sound so ratchet, but that was a movie, bro, that I watched over, and I write scripts and stuff, so I'm a movie buff. I have a lot of favorites, but when I could think about the movie that I could literally watch from front to back all day, it's probably Menace to Society. It's comedy, it's drama, it's life, you know.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up, Soulfest this Saturday, why should people come out?
I mean, the answer would be because I'll be there, but that just sounds crazy. But nah, man, come out because you
talk your stuff, King.
You need to always support the city you in, support the city you from. It seems like y'all been doing this 26 years, so why stop supporting today? Come out. Don't not come because you may have heard something bad about Jay Holiday. I might change your mind. How about that? I might change your mind.
Yeah.
And lastly, what do you want Jay Holiday's legacy to be?
Oh man, I just want to be a part of the conversation. I think that's what it matters. I think a lot of it comes down to being a part of the conversation. I don't need people to say I was the best, but bring my name up. That's it. Anything else, I'll handle what I need to handle for my family. Because when people talk about legacy, that's what people always think. Like, nah, like just bring me up in the conversation. That's all. Just bring me up in the conversation.
That's real. Absolutely.
Hey, that's real, man. With that, man, we're gonna let you get back to it. We know you got kids and drop-offs and pickups and rehearsals and everything else, man. We appreciate the time. Look forward to seeing you this Saturday at the Soulfest, man. Get your tickets if you do not have your tickets for Soulfest yet. It's actually gonna be really, really very much like that.
There it is.
Man, it's gonna be. Hey, look, last year sold out. We had Kyle. We had to turn people away. Kyle, we had to turn people away.
Yeah, we had to turn people away. Absolutely.
One thing I'm
gonna do, I'm gonna come up there and have fun. Like I said, man. Anybody that had a sour taste in their mouth about me, bro, just come out. I might change your mind, man. Cause I don't like that. You know what I mean? Cause people are human. Stuff happens. And I may have said something that upset you, and I apologize.
Hey, man,
the makeup tour.
The makeup
tour. Blame it on the label. We gonna blame it on the label.
Oh, you might have just did something with that.
The makeup tour.
Hey, listen, that's a lot. You know how many things you can do with makeup?
You can, right?
There's a lot. Okay, you know what? We're gonna talk when I get there.
You got to talk.
Okay.
We're gonna talk when I get there. That was dope. Okay.
Absolutely.
Hey, I just want to come. I just want to come. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, man. Jay Holiday, man, appreciate you so much.
For sure.
We'll see you Saturday, bro.
Yes, sir, man.
All right, man.